For decades, people around the world have displayed a range of special powers and abilities. These powered beings came together and built superpowered cities to thrive in. My name is Angus, and I'm a journalist for the Daily Deposit. My partner Sal and I interview the citizens of Super City, investigating incidents and exploits, and helping where we can, holding the powerful accountable. Because heroes don't do paperwork. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined as always by my co-host Sal.
Hello.
We are reporters, we work for the newspaper, the Daily Deposit, and we do this podcast.
That's pretty succinct. Yeah.
I'm paring it down, I'm getting it. I just want to get the most important information out without repeating too much.
That's good.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about that.
Yeah, you should feel good about it.
Sal, I've been feeling really good overall lately.
If I may say that, I mean, as good as that intro was, I also felt like an additional little bit of vigor in there. Yeah. You know, a little fire,
oomph. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. And I don't know.
It makes sense why you're feeling good lately. You know what, with your news.
Yes, that's true. That's true. The news, of course, that Sal's referencing is I received a promotion.
You did?
I got a promotion here at the Daily Deposit. Our editor and chief, Ed Del Toro, he promoted myself to head of multimedia news and production. Mm-hmm. So MMNP.
It's important to know that by head of multimedia production, he doesn't mean like the leader of a department.
No,
he said Angus's head is now just a vast outlet for various types of multimedia.
So thank you, Sal, for clarifying that. Because of my development with the antennas, I'm able to pick up broadcasts now through these fancy new antennas that have sprouted out of my head, and of course all my different wires and cables that have come out of my podcast flesh backpack. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to every episode. It'll make sense. But yes,
tapestry we've woven.
There is kind of a chair and I haven't used it yet, but it's being commissioned. It's being built. There is a throne-like chair that's going into development here at the Daily Deposit that I guess I'm going to sit down into and kind of conjoin with cable wise, and it'll kind of hook me up to some kind of mainframe or some kind of World Wide Web or something, and I'm sure that'll be prevalent in an episode in the future.
Of course,
yeah.
And it's not to say that this development hasn't been without turmoil. There are some outspoken who are upset about you taking this seat on this media throne. I'm talking about Seth.
Talking about Seth, of course.
Yes. Seth has been very vocal about this sort of being a false promotion.
And once again, if you're joining us here at episode 105 of Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, Seth is the small monkey that sits at my old desk, who follows the Bushido code and writes pretty good haikus actually for the newspaper.
He's a visionary.
He is a visionary. He's also very territorial, and I think once he saw that I was going to get a chair slightly bigger than his chair, he took that personally. But yeah, but Sal, enough about kind of that development. Are you working on any stories or anything right now? What's new with you? It's okay. You have a story.
No, I do have a story. The problem is my story I've got is that I don't know how to turn it into a robust article.
Okay, maybe I can help you out with this.
Yeah, maybe you can help me out. So let's workshop this. So what happened here was that there was a freezing ray that was fired into a salad bar type restaurant.
Yes, right.
And then all of their stuff was stolen. And so all I got so far is seizure salad.
Oh, that's not bad. I won't lie. I thought I immediately, my brain connecting dots to something cold and salad. I thought iceberg lettuce. Is that something?
Oh, okay.
A seizure salad is not bad. It does make me think that there's an epileptic quality.
That was the problem I kept coming back
I get what you mean, though. It's good. It's good. There's something to that. I thought iceberg lettuce ahoy. or you could take like an Australian bend to it, and it's like iceberg lettuce oi noi because it's gone. I don't know how that comes across in text though.
It should be noted that we have a rather large Australian population within Super City, so they would really appreciate that joke.
they would.
Okay, well,
they wouldn't find it offensive at all.
There's a lot that you've given me some more things to work with here. I might be able to piece something together, possibly by the end of this episode. I don't want to. I don't want to oversell it. I don't want to make promises I can't deliver.
Let's not tee it up too much. But yeah, maybe by the end of the episode you'll have something for us. Then I think that's good though. Maybe, is there any other specific that might help hone that a bit? Anything else from the story?
Well, let's see here. Well, it turns out that the robbery was actually committed by a former associate of the owner of the establishment.
Okay.
Yes, the robbery was carried out by Brutus.
Brutus. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe there's an A2. Caesar salad A2 Brutus thing.
See, that I was trying to approach it from that angle.
Caesar salad. Okay, very interesting.
But, the problem is the pieces are all on the board, but I'm not able to get a checkmate.
Yeah. So, yeah, totally. I've got one. I just kind of finished one. If you want to hear, do you want to hear? The story
you know what? I'll take all the creative juices you can pump into me.
I don't know if this one's gonna work, but we'll see. You kind of have to read it out loud, I think, for it to work. So, the squeaky wheel gets the award. Famed Foley artist Ernie receives Lifetime Achievement Award for his play This Old Cart.
Oh, Ernie kind of sounds like a squeaky wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, Ernie.
I like it. It's good.
It's not bad.
It doesn't pop off the paper, but once you read it...
I'm open for like a soft chuckle from it. Mm-hmm. Of course, this is not a joke. This is real news, but, we can put stuff together. I sat through that play. It was a long play. It's a one-man show where one man does the sounds of a cart breaking down. And it's pretty moving, actually.
I liked how it started off as the cart breaking down physically, but by the end of the show, it's the cart breaking down emotionally.
I also picked that up too. Yeah. And there's a good, because it follows the four protagonists are essentially the four different wheels on the cart, all played by Ernie. And there's the squeakiest wheel who kind of is, our main protagonist will say, but those three other perspectives, there's some jealousy that arises there. There's some, some doubt, some guilt, some really interesting emotions, and there's no words spoken. It's all just like Foley. Squeaks. It's all just squeaks and various sounds. It's a 4 hours is pretty long, I would say, but
and that's not including the optional epilogue.
Yes. They did ask. They're like, you don't have to stay for this part. Obviously, Sal and I did stay.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know if you had to sum up the epilogue in one word, Sal, what would you say? Or we could say it at the same time.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Nebulous
and depressing. Well, when one of the wheels flies off into space and kind of drifts there alone for eternity, presumably.
For eternity, yes. Kind of like a 2001 Space Odyssey ending.
You know what? I think you're right. I think he might have been ripping off Kubrick. Not Kubrick. Kubrick is what
Kubrick.
Yeah.
The Rick that is shaped like the cube.
Yeah. Anyway. So we've got some stories going. We've got, that article obviously writes itself,
That's a whole newspaper right there.
But Sal, I do also I wanted to get us a kind of a head start on some stories for the coming weeks, just because you and I we're busy guys, especially our nighttime activities are going to start ramping up soon with
with all the heroism we do in the evening.
Well, vigilantism, yes.
Angus, you can't bring
vigilantes.
You can do heroism if you're a civilian.
Freelance heroism. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Sorry,
We're just cleaning up apples.
We're cleaning up apples. Bad apples.
Yeah, bad apples. Scum of the earth apples.
Big wink. Rotten apples to the core. This city's a basket of apples, and it's rotten. Sorry, I'm getting into the brooding mode. It's good.
It's good.
But I wanted to get us loaded up on stories and stuff like that for the future while we're doing that kind of thing. So I actually have a really interesting guest booked for after the break. Maybe give us a cool kind of point of view, personal experience article that should be pretty run of the mill kind of thing.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you and I let's go over to the touchscreen whiteboard that we have and just start putting up all the keywords for your lettuce story, and we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. Okay, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to our guest. Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever seen those lists on the internet that's like top 5 sandwich toppings, top 5 movies of the year, top 5 celebrities who have a very punchable face? You know what I'm talking about. The point is, all these lists drive us crazy because we have no idea who made them and how they even narrowed down their top 5 list. That's where my podcast comes in. My name is Tung La and I am the host of Ranked, top 5 lists of stuff that don't matter. In every episode, with the help of a motley crew of self-proclaimed experts, we debate, battle, and work together, showing you the entire process of how we got there to create a top 5 list of any and every topic we can think of, like top 5 brunch menu items, top 5 fictional dogs, top 5 90s songs, top 5 Steves? The list goes on, and we will not rest till we rank basically everything. So join us every second Thursday in the Pod Cavern for Ranked, top 5 lists of stuff that don't matter.
Top five.
No, I think Sal. I think we've gotten too complicated here. We're too in the weeds.
What? So you didn't like my Rubik Crouton joke?
No, crossing the Rubik Crouton. I like it. I just think we're in too deep. I think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what's this really about? And
it was about a robbery that went wrong.
Yes. A betrayal robbery, yes. Oh, 2 dead. Oh, I didn't realize it was 2 dead. Okay, I think we should circle back to A2 Brutus or 8-2, by Brutus, because he did take bites out of them.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay. Shit, this is tough. Anyway, I'm sorry. Our guest has been sitting very quietly waiting. So let's minimize the touchscreen whiteboard for now. Let's just clear our minds a little bit. We'll talk to a guest and we'll figure it out.
Let's take a deep breath.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're professionals. Okay. Of course, we're back. Please welcome to the show. Our guest simply goes by number 62. 62. Great to have you here. Thank you for coming on the show.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, hello.
Okay.
We are number 62.
That's for listeners. Our guest just did a bit of a shimmy. Or what would you call that?
Groovy jaunt.
Yeah, some kind of a dance.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yes. And so
all the dance.
So number 62, you are you're a dancer.
We are definitely dancers. Yes.
Okay, we are. I'm so sorry. I only see one of you. Do you go by we? Kind of you go as like a multiple.
We are dancers.
Okay. This might help. Let's get some context out of the way, just for our listeners who can't see you. Our guest today, number 62, is I don't know what the correct term for this is. How would you describe yourself? You're not quite fully a skeleton. We
are what you would say undead.
Okay. Yes, you are undead.
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
So you are undead. Okay, great. And so there's definitely some exposed bone. There's some flesh hanging off.
Not too much viscera, though. Very not good of you to rein in the viscera.
Yeah.
It flaps in all the right areas.
It does.
You know what? I was having trouble sort of putting a finger on it, but you're right. It does flap in all the right areas.
Everywhere you want it to flap. So number 62, could you maybe just tell us a bit about yourself, like what you do for a living, and maybe just let our listeners know, let our listeners kind of into your life or unlife, I guess, a little bit.
Absolutely. We dance. We are backup dancers. We are backup necro dancers. Oh. We are 1 of 100. We are 62 of 100.
Okay, cool.
We sync up all the time.
Oh, hang up. So hang on. So you are because there aren't that many necro dancers or necromancers in Super City right now. Do you work with the bone
Bone shaker, yes.
Bone shaker, yes.
All the shaking, all the bones.
Oh, wow.
I saw Bone Shaker perform once. And while I'd admit it was a good performance, and number 62, I saw that flapping from way back in the nosebleeds. I will say I wasn't a fan of the fact that my bones were dancing in my body, and I was not. I was seated, taking in the show, but my bones inside were rattling. Is that something the Bone Shaker sort of aims to do, or is that just a byproduct of their magical performance?
Yes, we literally put you under a spell with our dances. If you feel like you are hypnotized, it is because you are, in fact, hypnotized.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so the Bone Shaker isn't, because I've only heard about them kind of in their heroic sense. They also do, so they're a hero in Super City, you know, fighting villains and stuff with their necro dancing abilities, but they also do like concerts, like performances.
Yes, it is the way that we make money.
Oh, wow.
Makes
okay,
sense.
well, which do you prefer, 62? Do you prefer fighting crime with the Bone Shaker, or do you prefer doing the show, like the stage, you know, the spotlights and stuff?
To be honest, I prefer silence sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, most of your face is just exposed bone, but I'm kind of, there's a little bit of eyebrow left. I'm kind of sensing some sadness.
There's exposed tears, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. Wow.
It is all the dancing, all the time. We are tired.
Oh.
Interesting. So, would it be safe to say that you didn't necessarily sign on to be a dancer in your afterlife? It just sort of was foisted upon you.
We did not sign up for this. It is not something we like all the time.
Oh, no. Oh, okay,
Wow.
so sometimes you like the dancing, but you have to kind of do it all the time.
All the time.
So, what do you remember of your previous life?
1 second, hold on. They're going into a rather mournful, sorrowful, interpretive dance.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I guess we maybe we just have to interpret what this means of their private. Okay. Seems like you were.
It's like a moon setting.
Yeah.
Were you
an astronaut before you died?
We don't remember what we were.
Oh.
But we like to express ourselves through dance.
Wow.
But maybe one time as one, not all.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Let's dig into that.
Yeah.
Maybe as one, but not all. Are you just one small part of a greater whole?
Absolutely.
Well,
we make it all one. To make the actual spells work, there must be all. So I am one of all.
Wow.
And so, to stop the magic from happening, Bone Shaker splits you all up into 100 separate corpses. And then when Bone Shaker just needs you, when he wants to use you, he lumps you all together and starts channeling your magic through dance.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to have a negative interpretation of this Bone Shaker character.
Now, Sal, remember, we have to remember that thing that you and I personally discovered and named journalistic integrity. We have to try not to editorialize this too much. We just have to get the facts and let the people decide from there. But obviously, I agree with you. This guy sounds like a bit of a dick. Yeah. Okay. So there's 100 of you, and you're all dancing, and you don't choose when you dance. You are compelled to dance through some kind of magic contract or something.
Magic contract, but talent. I like to think that there is some talent I have, even though I can't control it. I feel it in my bones, both exposed and otherwise.
Well, interesting that Bone Shaker can compel you to dance, but also needs to have resurrected someone who had dancing talent.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Oh, that's so
I think that's what makes the spells so powerful.
It would have to.
Okay. Oh, shit. Maybe we could do some digging and figure out who you were before you passed. Is that something you'd want to even know? Number 62?
I just know myself as we. I would love to know more.
Okay.
Well, we're investigative
Yeah,
journalists,
and
we
we've
can
got
investigate and journalize.
and we've got a database here. Sal's got an old Apple II on his
Okay.
desk.
I'm gonna work with what information I have available to me at the moment.
Yes.
Do
Flaps
you
in all the
have
right
the
places.
Facebook?
Oh, Facebook.
Yes.
Now, hang on. What do you think Facebook is?
Literally just the faces.
A
of
book full of
course, yes.
faces. No, we do not have the Visage tome, but
Oh.
we saw it in the museum once, and it was quite cool. Sal, maybe we can go through because the newspaper always writes obituaries. We could find people mentioned we could cross-reference dancing ability with people who have died. Do you know roughly how long you've been working for the Bone Shaker?
Is eternity a qualitative or quantitative amount?
I don't know how to answer that question, Sal.
I think it could be both depending on context. Does
So
it
it
feel like an eternity or is it a literal eternity?
I do not feel, but yes.
Gotcha,
Wait,
gotcha.
I'm doing some light searching here, and the Bone Shaker's only been active as a hero for about 4 years. The last 4 years. Okay? So maybe
And
that...
I am only a little flappy, so perhaps
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I have
okay.
not been dead.
Now, Sal, you used to investigate crime scenes. What's your take on the decomposition here of
Well, aside from that one eye that seems immaculate, the rest of the
Uh-huh.
face is in a severe state of deterioration. My best guess is that this person fell into a puddle face first and drowned, but remained submerged in that puddle for about a good 3 weeks.
Okay.
Just that
Well,
one
I-
eye sort of sticking out.
I'll put that in the search engine.
I do recall
Oh,
wet,
a wet. Okay.
wetness.
Oh, wow. There's a bit of twinkle in
we.
that one immaculate eye.
Oh my god, they're starting to use other pronouns.
other pronouns. This is great. 62. When you talked about synchronizing and stuff like that with your contemporaries, your dance troupe. When you speak to us right now and you use these we statements, are your dance partners also speaking at whatever location they're in and saying the same thing?
Shit.
That must have been one of the other ones just now. They dropped something.
I think so.
Oh shit! Okay.
We think so.
Oh wow.
We move the same as well. We move together.
Oh, we're overloading this poor necro dancer.
Okay. Well, let's
Back
see.
up.
Back
Backup,
of course.
sorry, backup necro
Very
dancer.
humble. Oh, putting humble in. I'm searching. We've got a database of obituaries here, and I'm searching. So humble.
There
dancing,
was singing and wet.
Singing. Oh, singing. Okay. Puddle. Let's see if we can find some other keywords to narrow this down.
Oh wait, here I spy a tattoo. It appears to be a dog lying back in a recliner chair near a little kiddie pool, and it says "The Dog Days of Summer."
That's a great tattoo. So great taste in tattoos. Okay. Oh, okay. We're down to only 3 results. One of these 3 people could be you, 62.
Angus, I'm willing to bet it's one of 2 of them because the third one there is a literal bear.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't want to rule it out. But yes,
A bear with a tattoo.
A bear with a tattoo. Yes,
It does have a tattoo.
yeah.
But if I'm being honest, the flaps aren't in the right places.
No,
for me.
they're not. And as much of your bone structure we can see, you're not very
Ursine.
Ursine, yeah. So we'll narrow it down. So we've got 2 here, and we're gonna read these out to you. Okay, 62, and I just want you to tell us if any of these kind of spark anything.
Will we get in trouble?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I don't want others to know I'm here.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Did you do something just for yourself?
Yeah.
Now, yes. This, yes.
Oh, wow.
I think when you use those I statements, you're able to briefly break away from this hive that you're a part of. And I think that when you talk like that, your compatriots, your troop, I don't think they can hear you. there's just a bit more life, a little bit more personality when you start a sentence with I.
Yeah. You're literally
Like my one eye.
Yeah, you got
Like your one
really,
eye.
really good eye. It's a very nice eye. No decomp at all, really.
Okay, tell me the names. Tell me at least what they look like.
Okay.
How about you
Maybe
handle
I
one?
will remember.
How about you handle one bio and I handle the other?
Sounds good, Sal. Okay. Okay. This first one. Amy Jo Swanson. Amy Jo Swan. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Amy Jo Swan Song. Amy died tragically on the 14th of April after twisting her ankle while dancing, a thing she loved doing. She fell down into a puddle and couldn't get up. She drowned. She will be remembered by her family, which consisted mainly of dogs and one brother. Amy Jo Swansong left this world in a far better place than when she entered it. She was truly loved by all and missed. And will be missed. Sorry, there's like a weird typo there at the end. Do you have a brother who wasn't a good writer?
I may have, but I want to hear the other one as well.
Yeah, we got to hear the other one just to see. Okay.
Yeah, just
ahead,
to
Sal.
see.
The other one here is for Dwylia Coltrane Lestille.
Beautiful name.
Struck down in her prime while reenacting her favorite scene from Singing in the Rain, while singing in the rain and dancing, and tragically slipping into a puddle, and not being found for 3 weeks. It's interesting they included that detail.
Yeah, it was very specific. Wait, does it say anything about the dog tattoo, though?
Oh, let me take a look here. Known best for their permanent temporary tattoos. I guess like a press-on that never comes off.
Yeah. Cool idea. I like it.
Dwylia will be missed by her brothers, her sisters, her mothers, and her fathers. It's all pluralized. And we ask if anyone would like to to give us a gift to instead donate to Dwylia's favorite charity, Boneyard, the only cemetery that gives its bones to dogs.
Oh, wow. Okay, number
Singing
62.
in rain. This sounds right.
Yeah.
Dwylia sounds right.
No,
Dwylia Coltrane Lestille?
Sure, that part too.
And now hang on, number 62. Before you fully take your name back, we need to talk about some potential consequences here. You will, I think, become free from the controlling of the bone shaker. Is that something that you really...
But what about the pyramid? They'll all crash if I'm not there.
Now,
number 62 does make up the most important part of the pyramid. The middle.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Okay. So
out of all 100 words, or 100 of them, yes.
Okay, so just, this is, do you finally claim back your old life and try to, I guess, what would you do even if you were on your own as this, undead
Dwylia Coltrane Lestille?
What would you do?
I could learn how to actually sing and dance again.
Oh, wow.
On my terms.
Yeah. And you could advocate for people like you who are being controlled by others.
Will I die if I'm out of the control of Carl? I mean, Necro.
Carl.
Bone Shaker?
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a real possibility.
I don't know. But would you rather stay bound to Carl, gross, or would you rather take your chances and die free?
How do we free the others?
This is a great question. I think if this works, we just need to remind them of who they were before they died, and they'll become free.
It's going to be a long night on the obituary database.
Yes. But if you survive this, that could be something you spearhead. you could free all of the enslaved undead people of Super City. What a
Oh
noble
my
cause.
goodness.
Yeah.
And you will do interviews for all of them?
I mean, yeah, totally. I don't know if they'll all be on the podcast, but that's definitely something we could do.
Might just be
behind
like
the
a quick
scenes.
talking heads thing of each one.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are literally.
Just
Talking heads, yes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
are
good
just
then.
literally talking.
No, that's good. But well, we will do whatever we can, and we will. We could get the word out through the newspaper and stuff like that. Through this podcast, we could get the word out, and we could maybe even help more people in your situation. What do you think?
I like this, but will this make Carl angry?
Look,
Most certainly.
yeah, but this Carl, this supposed hero, he doesn't sound like a very nice guy.
Well, he taught us some moves, but other than that, no. He makes us dance too much.
Ugh. And when he fights, he's not doing the fighting. He's not fighting villains. He's sending you guys out to do it. He's sending you guys into the fray. That's not very heroic.
That's true.
Yeah.
No. And I don't remember the last time I saw number 62 on the evening news for having saved the day.
Yeah.
It's taking all the credit.
Yeah, that's true, and I will be on the news now as Dwalia, the rest of the words.
Coltrane Lestille.
Yes.
Go ahead and say it. Claim your name back.
Dwalia Coltrane Lestille.
Oh! The light, it's so bright, Sal. Sal, what's happening?
Oh my god. I see a ghostly apparition remerging with its form.
Oh. Whoa. Dwalia? Is that you? You're radiant.
I'm glowing.
Yeah.
You're like an
What is
angel.
happening?
How do you feel?
Like Dwalia.
Yeah. Do you care to give some
Elaborate.
dancing a try?
Oh.
I,
Oh wow. Oh wow. That's
Wow.
good.
Her moves are so good.
Yeah.
She's crumping. Look at her.
She's crumping.
crumping and cramping.
Yeah. Wow. Dwalia, how do you feel? Are you okay?
I feel all tingly. Is that normal? Do normal humans feel tingly?
I mean,
Constantly.
the glowing ones do, yeah, generally. There's an underlying tingle that a lot of us feel here in Super City.
Mhm.
My money's on radiation, but who knows?
These are feelings I'm feeling.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
I think you know what you need to do next, Dwalia.
Get the rest?
Yeah. You need to get out there. You need to help these undead backup dancers, and you need to also help dogs, which was another thing that you were big into.
Oh, right, the dog
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, the dog thing. And
You have mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters to go
Yeah.
see.
That's true. And you will go stay here all night waiting for me to bring the people back?
I mean,
yeah, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. No, that's
All right.
fair. That's fair. We've got this other thing we're working on anyway in the background, so we could probably work on that while we're waiting for you.
The salad. The salad thing.
Yeah, you
The
heard us.
salad thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're trying to. Any thoughts on that one, Dwalia?
I don't know if I have any powers, but I would have helped you track down this Brutus man.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God, I never asked you. Do you have a power now that you're back in your original kind of form?
Well, it looks like I'm glowing still.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
maybe your power's just the ability to glow.
Yeah, just like a beacon of hope for this city.
And I can't help but keep rhythm.
Yeah, that's true. You have perfect rhythm.
I have perfect rhythm.
Wow.
Maybe perfect pitch.
Maybe perfect pitch.
Well, we're not going to sing on this podcast, but maybe.
Maybe next time. How's that
Maybe
sound?
next time.
that
Maybe.
sounds good. Okay. Well, God, I think that's going to do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. For those of you listening at home, remember, try to do the right thing.
Oh my god, Angus,
Speak
you
up
just...
against.
What's that?
Sorry, I missed Wiley's thing first.
What'd you say, Dwalia?
Oh, I just said speak up against for others and speak out for others.
Absolutely. An excellent message.
That's a great message.
Sal will...
Oh, I thought I finally had a big revelation about the Caesar salad
What is-
thing.
what is
but-
it?
Well, I lost it.
You lost it.
I lost it just now.
No, that's fine. We'll track this
You
down.
tossed the salad.
Oh,
hold on. Is there something there?
Okay, bring this whiteboard back up. That's a whole new angle.
Okay, Dwiley, have a seat. You're gonna be helping us with this.
Yeah, okay. We're
here.
I'll
I'm
put
here.
I'll put the coffee on. All right, let's do this.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow was played by Matthew Wally. Dwilia Coltrane Steele was played by Leichelle Little. Leichelle's an improviser in Ottawa and also a part of the Dungeons & Dragons show Deck of Many Players. You can follow them on YouTube and Instagram at Deck of Many Players. If you like the show and want to support it, or any of the other shows on the Podcavern Network, head on over to podcavern.com and check out our merch store. We've got lots of cool hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and stuff like that. Anything you buy there helps us keep the lights on here. Thanks for listening.